Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how to plant by seed. We're going to plant some beet seeds. So the kind of beet I'm going to plant is this bull's blood beet. You'll notice here it says it's going to take 64 days to mature. On the back of the package, like we already talked about, it's going to tell you important things like you want the temperature of the soil to be at least 50 degrees. We're going to plant it a ½ inch deep and 1 inch apart. Another resource that's really helpful is the Territorial Seed Catalog, and you'll be getting one of these in the mail with your textbook. It has lots of varieties of seeds that you can order. They are seeds that are good for this area, for the Willamette Valley. Territorial Seeds is located in Cottage Grove, so they only list things that will grow well here. Besides listing different kinds of seeds, they also give good information about each crop. So here's the page on beets, and you'll see it too says 50 degrees for the minimum, a ½ inch deep. But another thing it tells is how to fertilize. It says when you fertilize, when you plant, put 1 cup of fertilizer for 5 to 10 feet of row. We'll only have 3 feet of row, so we're going to use about a ½ cup. And one more thing I have is a label that says what kind of beets it is and when I planted. This tag I made out of mini blinds. Just cut them and made a seed tag. So the first thing I'm going to do is check the soil temperature. I got the thermometer in the soil already. So I'm going to wipe it off so we can see what the temperature is. It says the temperature is about 60 degrees. So that's just right. We want at least 50 and between 50 and 70. Now, if you don't have a soil thermometer, it doesn't mean you can't plant. I usually use a soil thermometer for early in the season to make sure it's warm enough. But you can often plant. You don't really have to worry about it as spring moves along. So I'm just sort of smoothing out the soil where we're going to plant, getting rid of any clumps, and notice the soil's moist. It kind of sticks together, but it doesn't make a hard clod. That's sort of what you want. If it is making a big mud ball, it's too early for you to be planting. So I'm just going to smooth this out so I can plant. And it said ½ inch deep. So I'm going to use my finger and make a little trench here. And it says to add ½ cup. Well, that's what I decided was right. I'm going to put ½ cup of fertilizer along this row. And then I usually kind of work it in so you're not planting a seed directly in fertilizer. Let's break that up. Now I'm going to put my tag here so I know what I'm planting. And I'm going to make that little trench again. And then my seeds. I do this bare-handed without using gloves because I want to be able to feel the seeds, but if you don't want to get your hands dirty, don't worry about it. So I'm planting these about 1 inch apart, as it said on the package. Sometimes I get 2. It's hard to do just one. I'm gonna have to move around to the other side. you'll be thinning the plants later anyway. So I'm just going to press them down a little bit and then put the soil over. That's about a ½ inch deep. Smooth it out and kind of pat it down, not smash it down. You don't want to water hard because you don't want to move the seeds. So I'm just going to put a light spray on there. You want to water well, and you're going to want to keep these watered regularly until the seeds sprout. If you let the seeds dry out, the little roots will dry up and the baby plants will die. So that's it. We got beets.